Hi, I'm Tim Whitmire with First Integrity Mortgage, and thank you for checking out this video. So I wanted to have a discussion about do's and don'ts when you're ready to buy a house within the next 12 months. And so the first do that I want to recommend is actually calling me. Call me up 6 to 12 months before you're ready to buy is ideal because I can lay out a path for you before you make some of the mistakes that are common. The second thing is you want to definitely keep your records in good order. When you receive your pay stubs, if you get your bank statements through the mail or receive physical statements, make sure you're holding on to those because it's so much easier if you have those versus having to do some running around to gather documents later. So any asset statements, bank statements, pay stubs, whatever it is, hold on to those things so that it's nice and easy for you when it comes time to buy a house. And the third thing is to get pre-approved before you start looking for homes. The most common order of things for home buyers is they will contact a realtor for a house that they have their eye on. And when you contact that realtor, you're looking at homes. You're kind of putting the cart before the horse because how can you consider buying a house if you're not sure what you're approved for just yet? But beyond that, knowing what to expect. How much cash are you going to need for down payment? What are your monthly payments going to be? What do you need to do to get there to get pre-approved so you can buy the house? So I definitely recommend calling me 6 to 12 months before you buy a home. Now, transitioning to the do nots. One of the most common things I see homeowners do is they'll use cash they have to pay down debts that they have. And many times that really can be a good thing, but not always. Sometimes when you are doing that, you're depleting the funds that you need for the down payment. And so one thing that is important to know is that if you have, let's say, a credit card and it's a $1,000 balance or a $5,000 balance and the limit is about the same, and so you're maxed out on this credit card or close to it, paying that credit card down absolutely will increase your credit score, but you're also taking away some of your options in doing so because maybe you already have excellent credit and you could have used that cash for down payment. When you talk to me ahead of time, I can look at the big picture, know where you're trying to get, and I can see where you're at currently financially, and I can help you make the best decisions before you make them. Because once you use that cash to pay something down, that cash is gone. But if you call me ahead of time, you still have that option whether you want to pay that down or not. So that's a really, really important thing. And then also, you don't want to consolidate yet either, which is along the same lines. Because when you're consolidating debt, normally that includes opening new debt. And credit inquiries will actually make your credit score go down. So that's one of the last things that you want to do before you buy a home. I also encourage you to put off buying that new car because we're looking at debt to income ratios. And new car loans is new debt, and it's going to make your credit score go down. It's going to make your debt ratio higher. It's going to make it much harder to qualify to buy that home. But after you own that home, then that major piece is over. Now you can do what you want that. The next thing is if you have cash, I encourage you to deposit that cash immediately because when you're applying for a mortgage, we go back for 2 to 3 months looking at your bank statements. And if we see a cash deposit, we have to be able to document where that came from, and cash can be impossible to document. So cash is not king in real estate. So you definitely want to make sure that if you have cash, that we can either document where it came from or that you're depositing it well in advance of buying a home so that it's not going to cause you issues during underwriting. You also want to try not to change jobs either before or during the loan process. That can absolutely have a negative impact on getting a loan approval. If you're going from a salary job to another salary job and it's the exact same line of work, maybe you'll be okay. But if you're going to be from a W-2 employee and change to a 1099 type of income, now you're considered to be self-employed, and it may be a couple of years before you qualify to buy a home in that situation. Or if you're going from a salary to a commission type of income, or from a salary to a bonus type of income, those sorts of changes can really wreak havoc on your ability to buy a house. So before making any changes like that, definitely talk to me. I can sit down with you. We'll look through everything. We can calculate your income and we can compare what your income is going to be compared to what it's going to be as far as the sources, and make sure that you're going to be okay before you make any changes. So those are a few do's and don'ts. However, there's so many other things to talk about. And the biggest thing I just want to encourage you to do is to talk to me 6 to 12 months before you're ready to buy an actual house. And when you do so, we'll put a plan together and we'll get you there in the most efficient, best possible way. So thank you for checking out this video. So if you have any questions, or if you would like to start the pre-approval process, feel free to reach out to me. You can call me on my cell phone, call or text. I'm at 314-402-8184. Please like, comment, and share the video. Thank you.